Up for review today, the Eleaf iCare 110. So, today I have for you one of the latest products to help people get off smoking from Eleaf. It's called the iCare 110 and it is an all-in-one unit that is provided as what I believe to be a starting point for people who are looking to get off the cigarettes. So, this was kindly sent to me by TECC Company for the purpose of this review. I will be putting a link in the description to the product and where you can buy it. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway within the video as well, so make sure you watch to the end to find out how you can win this. So, what comes in the box? The iCare 110 has a 1.1 ohm coil with 2 of those in the actual box itself. So let's just open this up. So there's one in the device at the moment, and then we have another one in the blister pack, nice and sealed for freshness. We have a USB charging cable, we have an instruction manual, and we have the iCare 110 itself. So this is as I said, an all-in-one device that is designed to help people quit smoking initially. This is not a cloud chasers or a flavour chasers type of device. This is designed to encourage people to get away from smoking and move on to the vaping world to save their lives and all that kind of stuff. It's fully TPD compliant, mostly due to the size of it, and it's a lovely little stainless steel piece. So a few technical specs for you. It is 11 millimeters in diameter, so it's fairly slim. If we put it next to something like the RX 200. There you go, and then this is against the Eleaf QC 200. So it's 11 millimeters in diameter, very, 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 very light, 36 grams to be precise. It's made predominantly of stainless steel drip tip, stainless steel top cap, stainless steel body, glass on the juice chamber, and then like a rubber plastic button on the side here. Stainless steel on the base, everything, all stainless steel, so it's nice and tough, nice and strong. It has a 10 amp max output, but to be honest with you, that's not something that the majority of people who are buying this are actually going to be too bothered about. They want to pop a coil in and away they go. And as I said before, it comes with 2 1.1 ohm coils. Now, the coils are replaceable and throw away. You don't rebuild them. They're not a rebuildable tank type setup. I imagine you probably could if you could be bothered, but whether or not you can be bothered is a different story. So a little bit about the operation for you. We have your fire button on the front, standard, click it 5 times, and you'll see that the little light flashes to show it's off. Click it 5 more, and it comes back on. You can't really see it because of the light in here. And it's simple. You push it, you vape it, you need to stop pushing it. Simple as that. It is a mouth-to-lung tank. It is not designed for lung hits and big clouds, big this, that, and the other. And the juice fill holes, or the wicking holes, should I say, on the side of the let's see if we can, there you go. Just see at the corner, they're very small, so it's only really designed for thinner juices. I have tried a sort of 80-20 in here and it didn't work very well at all. But it's, again, it's a thin juice starter product. As I say, it's mouth to lung. You can lung inhale it, but it's not really designed for that. So give it a little toot, and then I'll go into a bit more. There we go. Dead straightforward. You push the button, you vape it, you put it down. Simple. I think you'd be quite hard pressed to push this button in your pocket or anything along those lines, but you do have the ability to turn it off, as I said. So let's break it down a little bit and show you the actual inner workings. So this top section screws off, and on the bottom of the top section is your coil. You fill the juice up to the fill lines, which you can see there. with your desired juice. You screw your coil into the bottom of this section, and there is a metal plate on the bottom of the coil which touches a metal plate inside here. At first I was a bit worried that there's going to be liquid between those two things, and if it was going to cause me any problems with shorting, because liquid and metal that is conducting electricity do not like one another. But I've had no real issues in terms of danger, should we say? Let's put it that way. There's nothing whatsoever. It's fortunately got all the necessary inbuilt protection to stop it blowing up. And for those people who are concerned about battery safety and is this going to work? Am I going to be all right? Am I going to be safe? Blah, 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 blah. It's fine. Absolutely fine. So you fill it up, you screw the top in, you switch it on. And you vape it. Simple as that. I've got red Astaire in here from T-Juice. Lovely stuff. That's it. There's no real messing around. The little light around the button here will indicate when the battery's starting to get low. And then you've got your packaged micro USB charger that plugs into the side there. So everybody's got a micro USB charger these days. It's a nice little short one, so it should charge up a bit quicker. I have been using a different one, but it was another Eleaf one. And that's basically it. That is basically it. So let's go down into some of the pros and the cons of this device. So this has a leak-proof design, which is pretty cool, and I genuinely do believe it's leak-proof because the air holes are up here on the top. So you can hear that it's gurgling there, but I'm not getting anything in my mouth, and it is not dripping down the sides, and there is no anything. And if you turn it upside down, where things can obviously leak outside of the holes, the wicking is at the bottom. So unless you've overfilled your tank, you're never going to get any leaking out of the top either, which is cool. That's going to stop a lot of people from being worried and concerned and everything along those lines. Don't get any juice in my mouth, not got any juice down the device. It's just dead straightforward. As I mentioned before, it's very light. It's only 36 grams compared to something like this, which is 309. So it's well, not far off 10 times the weight for this one. It's slim, 11 millimeters in diameter. You can pop it down into your trouser pocket. You can put it on your inside. It just looks like a pen. So you could probably put it in a pen holder in your file or in your bag or anything along those lines, because you don't have to worry about the leaking side of things, which is cool. The threads on this thing are perfect, absolutely perfect. They're good, they're grippy, they're very, very smooth. I've never had a problem taking the top cap off. I've never had an issue with cross-threading or anything like that. And it's the same on the actual coil head itself. It's extremely well machined, this. And it looks as though the body is just a single piece of stainless steel. The coils don't really have much going on other than the thread and the body, but they all thread in very nicely. They've got O-rings on everything so that you know when it's sealed properly. And yeah, the build quality and the threading is fantastic. This one has got a very slight burr of metal on the bottom, but just a little bit of sandpaper or something will take that away. I just haven't done it because I'm lazy. It's a mouth to lung kit for beginners, and it's a nice one for beginners. You can get the plastic CE4s, and you can get all these various other cheap garage style pens that are just awful. A friend of mine bought one a while ago, and he said to me, "This is dreadful." He paid £30 for it from a garage. He got 2 free liquids with it, admittedly, but they were cheap and nasty £1 liquids that you don't want. This thing, however, is 20 quid for the lot. So £20 for the whole thing, and you get yourself two coils, and you get yourself a kit that's going to help you kick the cigarettes. So I don't even know how much a packet of cigarettes is these days. 20 is probably like over a tenner. So if you're a 20 a day smoker, for 2 packs of cigs, you've got yourself this. Simple as that. It's great. It's very cheap, and it's going to encourage a few people to get off the cigarettes, I believe. In terms of the drip tip, I think it's fixed. I'm not too sure. Yeah, looks like it's a fixed drip tip. So you can't change them, unfortunately, which is a bit annoying for some people. But again, the market that this is aimed at, these people aren't going to be wanting to change everything. They want to pick it up, vape it, put it back down, stop someone needing a cigarette. Now we're going to move on to a few cons. The first con is subjective, but it is only a mouth to lung device. So this is me trying to lung hit it now. You don't get anything off it. You've got to toke it a little bit. You've got to do what you've got to do with it, really. And the second one is I have had the odd misfire with this. So yeah, it's doing it again now. There we go, we're back in the game. So I think it's to do with this metal plate at the bottom that touches the battery. I think if that's not secure, or there's something in between it, or something along those lines, it's just not going to fire properly. But there's no way of avoiding that, unfortunately, because that's where you put the liquid straight into. So it's a bit of I wouldn't say it was a design flaw, but it's something that's a bit annoying. But all I do is just unscrew it and screw it back on. We're back in the game. Simple as that. Other than that, I literally cannot fault this at all. If you're going to be using high VG liquids, this is not for you. It gets really good flavour actually for something so small, but it's obviously all about the nicotine delivery. So I only really have 3 or 6 milligrams. So for something like this, I'd imagine you're going to be talking 12 or 18 to kick the actual smoking side of things. But even I get a little bit of a hit, I would say, and this is 3 milligrams in here, but the flavour is really good as well. So that was the thing for me that stopped me wanting to go back to cigarettes, was the flavour. So I didn't have to taste horrible cigarettes again. Whereas with vaping, you're getting all different nice flavours and stuff like that. So in a nutshell, this is a fantastic, fantastic kit for stopping people smoking. There are other ones out there from other providers and other dealers and other manufacturers and whatnot. But this is more of a sleek, stealth type of thing. So you could do this without people going, oh, what's that? What's that? You just look like you're outside and doing a little bit of vaping. It's lovely, yeah. It's extremely well built, and again, its market is for people who are trying to stop smoking. So that brings me nicely onto the competition that I'm going to be running for this. This doesn't suit my style of vaping because I'm up in this sort of realm nowadays with rebuildable that and alien this. So I'm going to be giving this away. Instead of just retweeting and doing all this stuff and then me just picking a random winner, we're still going to have to retweet and subscribe, etc. But what I want is for you to comment down below and tell me who you know will benefit from this. So I want a story of somebody and why I should give this to them to stop them smoking. It could be that they've tried hypnosis, they've tried patches, they've tried gum, they relapse every single time, they didn't know which one to buy, they weren't sure about the effects of vaping, and they weren't sure about the safety concerns with all these batteries and all that kind of stuff. I want to know why this should go to somebody. You can show them my video and they can see that this is a good product that's safe, that's tested, it's got QC stuff all over the box, and it will help them stop smoking and it will improve their life. So I want you to comment here, down below in the video, and tell me who and why should have this product. You also need to subscribe to me or follow me on Twitter. I will get it all cleaned up. I'll chuck away the coil that's in here and I'll give them a fresh, brand new 1.1 ohm coil. There'll be no postage to pay. I'll cover all of that. And hopefully I can help somebody get away from the cigarettes and move on to something like this. I won't be able to provide any juice because, as I said, I've only got 3 and 6 milligrams, but I'm sure they can pick something up for fairly cheap, and I'm quite happy to point them in the right direction if necessary. So this is my review for the iCare 110. My 30-second review is great product to stop people from smoking, not designed for people who are hobbyists on vaping. It might be something that's quite cool to take out with you if you just needed something desperately, but this is a product that is to stop people smoking and get them off cigarettes. So that's me. Follow me on Twitter at Mike the Vapor. Also follow TECC Company, the people that provided this to me free of charge kindly for review. If you do need to buy anything from them, get them to give you a bit of a discount code on me. I haven't discussed this with them, but I'm sure they'll sort something out because they run daily discount codes, or come to me and ask if you want to purchase something and I will get you a discount code for something. So that's me, Mike the Vapor. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another one soon.